Welcome to section number 2, where you will start building your foundation for your product. In the first section, you learned what is UX and the methods of UX research. Now you will start using this knowledge to plan your product. In this section, we're getting started with the process of UX design by learning to build your personas, build journey maps and storyboard, performing ideation process, design thinking methods, and working on wireframes. In this video, we'll learn to build your persona. We'll discuss what is a persona, why create one, how to create it, and how to use it. What is a persona? Persona are reliable and realistic representations of your key audience segment for reference. Personas are representative users that designers, developers, and other team members can use as a target audience for their product. Personas provide empathy points that are used to ensure users' needs are being met within the product. The first indication of having useful persona is the people in the team remember it. If the team does not remember the persona or can't name it, then it misses the point. Other than this, an effective persona is describing 80% of users and focuses on the most important 20% of actions and abilities that they do and use in the product. It also gives us a picture of what the user is expecting from the product. Make sure that when you create a persona, you describe real people with their goals and what they value based on the research you've conducted. Never ridicule your user's persona, but also make sure that you don't create people that don't exist and reflect the wishful situation. To put it into bullet points, the benefits of building a persona are a clear picture of user expectations, syncs stakeholders, help product management, marketing, and more, representing a major user group for your product, focus on major needs, real people with backgrounds, goals, and values. How do you create a persona? Personas should not be imaginary friends. They should be driven by real people and real data. How do you get that data? Talk to people. Use the data you learned to collect from the last video, observation, conversation, and surveys. Then analyze the data you gathered to identify key characteristics and understand wants, needs, desires. Get a sense of who these people are as people, and then document these personas you created. And when creating persona, remember, less is more. Don't try to impress people with a huge amount of information. Keep it simple. Let's look at those two different persona here. While that format looks the same, it's like looking at real people. They have face and a name. They have their position or profession, so we can talk about them just as if we were talking to real people in a job interview. This is why we give our personas as many details and background information. Let's look at this template. Fictional name, a quote that sums up what matters most to the persona. It gives a general sense of the persona and his personality. Job title and major responsibilities, demographics such as age, education, ethnicity, and domestic status, daily activities and goals. The goals are tasks they are trying to complete using product they already have. It can also be yours if it's already exists and being used. The ambitions and desires of the persona. Computer skills, their physical, social, and technological environment. From the start, frustrating, problematic issues, helpful, enjoyable points, the positive, helpful things that help him accomplish things. It can be product or other more physical things in their environment. Great job, you created a persona. How can you use a persona in order to create great experience in your product? Use it for user stories and user journey and storyboarding. Using persona in user stories. Once you have personas, you need to apply them in user stories. Those from the start. What are those? A user story is a simple description that details the need, desire of the user. The persona is the subject of the sentence. This is a user story example. You can use this simple template to list your product requirements for the user point of view. Personas will inform the creation of new user stories because when you do the research to create the persona, the natural output of the effort will be an understanding of what they want or need. So write user stories with your personas in mind, and they will help you design the right solution that works for them. Using personas in user journey and storyboarding,